So, okay, guys, this is gonna be a trade breakdown for the short which I took today on NQ. And यार and thought on तो बनाया नहीं उसका. Okay, I can show you it. I haven't posted it properly in my channel, but this was my position NQ short till the objective, some 500 ticks around position, and the why behind it. Okay, let's get into it. And I will go over your doubts maybe after it. Just based off of the daily chart, I had one thing which like catches my eye was this low NES going into the day. If I replay the daily candle, because we had a protected swing to our side, and this was the draw which was still open, so I was leaning on to towards being bearish. Many people said me this is something like this kind of SMT. I don't use that. You can if you want. And so based off of that, I had a bit of expectation for NQ as well. Leave this for a moment, leave these. Just based off of the current daily chart, what you can see is we have been moving lower by leaving out low resistance, low resistance, low resistance, low resistance, right? Monday kind of open low. We could have created a protected swing to go higher 100%. I was okay framing longs as well if I would have got a setup. And किसको बोला था मैंने ये? Am I late? Yes, 5 minutes late. And my idea behind this, why behind this? Behind what? Behind this. है गैप ही हो गया मेरा भाई, क्या चक्कर है? ओए कहीं तो डाला था मैंने, चीटिंग हो गई है मेरे साथ. Yes, this. Like I was okay framing bullish as well till previous day high of the day, current high of the day. One thing which was of relevance to me was previous day low. I was wanting to see how price would react to previous day low. If it would manipulate this previous day low level, then I would. If it would manipulate, then I would frame it longs back inside the range. Monday ranging, Tuesday reversal of this swing, which has enough of a room away from these failure swings, right? So then it would have been intra-week manipulation, Tuesday manipulation to then go higher till here Monday's high. But if you have a look, can we frame shorts as well? Yes, Monday open high, but not just based off of that. Tuesday has an established high as well, but the one level which could form a possible long opportunity was this previous day low level. But if this fails, then price to me is reaching for these lows here. If this level fails to sponsor a reversal higher, then price is reaching for these lows here, mainly this relevant swing. So that was my idea. If it truly breaks through this, I would frame till there, and it was live. And if it manipulates this, I would want to frame higher, but I wasn't okay framing away from previous day low level. Like, tell me any opportunity exists for me here? No. Maybe short till previous day low, yes, but would I have long without previous day low getting tagged? 99% cases, no. And would I have shorted with with without previous day low getting tagged? Rare case, but I got what I wanted. So yes, let's get into the charts. ये इसका है ना, why many people were trying to frame something. I couldn't frame longs, I couldn't frame shorts. I was okay living sitting out today. Same for RTY, nothing much which I can confidently say. Just previous day high could have been a draw, and yes, you could have long till there, you could have shorted from there till weekly open, but leave it not so clear to me. So I just wanted to frame NQES when RTY and YM don't look much clear to me. I prefer to stick with these two only, NQES. I use these two only when they look too clear. Otherwise, I would stick to NQES. So same idea. And I desperately wanted this level to get tagged today anyhow, because we had a protected swing as I said earlier, and the draw for this protected swing was still intact, so I wasn't okay. Tell me if I would have longed away from it. Never. People said me like this was some kind of SMT there here. Nope, I won't. Let's get into the hourly or 4 hour price action, intraday price action, you can say, for this. Now this looks like a relevant swing to you, right? And the only level here which I am concerned about is here this and the previous zero level, right? If it wanted to go lower, it would displace through this and then would reach for these failure swing, the next relevant swing, right? But if it wanted to go higher towards these failure swings, it would manipulate this previous zero swing, right? Tuesday reversal to then go higher. Nice. So that was my idea basically. So yes, and then I just used intraday framework. 9:30 comes, tags this, which I was already expecting even prior to 9:30, but I didn't want to frame prior to 9:30. I was wanting to use it for my framework. 9:30 YM goes higher because it was looking like previous day high is the draw for YM here. 9:30, around 9:30 here, yes, this here. Okay, this is the M1 chart. Sorry. 9:30 here goes higher till previous day high, and vice versa on NQ. 9:30 reaches for previous day low. Inversely correlated assets, which are supposed to be directly correlated assets, depends on the individual framework. That's why when RTYYM don't look much clear to me, I would stick to NQS, the orthodox pair. 9:30 goes lower in NQ, 9:30 goes higher in YM. Strange, right? So that's when you should be sitting out, which I did. I was wanting to see how price would react there, and when it came there, I was about to get edged, but idea was right. So yes, rode it all the way till there. 9:30 displacing through this level, 10 a.m. retracement to then expansion, and can you not see? Can you sorry? Can you clearly see price not willing to reverse off of this level here, right? Showing lack of willingness to return back inside, and again displacing away from it, right? So kinda making me think price is displacing through this and failing to manipulate this. The best time to manipulate this would have been here, if price would have kept going higher after this, right? That would have told me that yes, this level is being manipulated, right? Then I could target these. But when 10 a.m. open high and starts displacing away from this, then I would think, and this would make me think that price is not reversing off of this and displacing through this level. So this is the most probable draw then. That is what I use, but I took the entry prior to 10 a.m. Here, same idea. 9:30 engages that previous zero level. इस पे क्यों दिखा रहा हूँ मैं उस पे भी तो दिखा सकता हूँ. here. Yes, you can see this previous zero level was tagged here, and price was moving with much volatility, so I had to switch to much lower time frames. And I would have taken this normally, which I would take the ones who know my model properly and have a good understanding of it would know I would take this. But with objective being in so close proximity around 1 hour, a bit higher than 1 hour but not even 1.5 hour, so that wouldn't be plausible here, right? So that's when I would use a bit more lower time frame, and this sweeping out another high here kind of sign for bearish order flow for me, right? I just use this for my entry framework. uh, there was about I was about to be get scammed because I was about to take execute there, but it immediately opened and went somewhere here. So I thought okay, I had missed, but when it came back around here, I don't remember the number exactly. Sorry, I don't remember that number. I executed on this candle 690, yes, when it came back around here. Same position, just with the hope that it retraces, and it could have not retraced and immediately went lower. That would have been 100% fine. It was, I would say, a luck, my luck, that I got a fill here. Then I stopped, goes to there. Same idea, price not reversing off a previous low, then it is displacing through this. Yes, but one thing I added to my position as well. Like this was my initial position, right? Here, we'll stop there. At one spot in time, I was about to get stopped out, but it is what it is. When the risk is put out, I would trust it until I would get right or I would get invalidated. I was getting validated and got another entry signature, so I added to my position as well. First there, then added there, wrote it all the way down. So why did I add? 9:30 अगर मैं ये देखूं, yes, this made sense to stay protected, so my stop there was fine to me. 10 a.m. open high to me here. 10 a.m. opened, कहाँ गया भाई तेरी डैश की डैश, and at this moment I did trail my stop there. ES had swept this, so yes, I did trail my SL there, but I didn't add off of this closer. I didn't add, just used it to trail. Then I wanted more info, so wanted to see how price would react to this swing here, as if price was manipulating this previous yellow level. Then 10 a.m. open low high close could have looked valid as well, right? But I was desperately ignoring that. But even if that 10 a.m. open low high close framework was valid for a moment, let me get onto the MNQ chart for a moment. Okay, here something somewhere here previous low gets it. Can you logically frame reversal away from here? Yes, off of the M1, yes. Then what would you wanna see here if you are expecting bullish price action? Like 10 a.m. open low into relevant point, then this low should stay intact for the 10 a.m. candle, right? High time frame 10 a.m. candle. 9:30 tagging previous level, so 10 a.m. distributing away, 9:30 reversal, 10 a.m. expansion kind of idea, right? But then what would you expect here to happen? 10:15 open low into here, What would you want to see? 10, 15, this low if you are expecting this to stay intact with the bullish idea of previously low manipulation here. This maybe, if I'm not wrong, yes, maybe that, but leave it somewhere around here. Then this looked valid to me as well. I was looking, I would tell it after this scenario, but I was looking and thinking if I would have got stopped, I would have looked for another opportunity when, where, and how. Okay, but what you would want to see here, you would want to see manipulation, right? Because if price is in a bullish order flow, bullish expansion mode, then lows should be rejected, highs should be displaced through, right? Lows should be rejected, lows should be rejected. This low should reject price as well if it is in a bullish order flow, right? And left kind of failure swings higher. So what would you want to see here? Manipulation, which wasn't looking like that it is going to happen after these closures, right? Then it is instead price displacing through lows, bearish order flow. And I am not framing these just off of the M1 chart. If a high gets rejected, I would short. If a low gets rejected, I would long. No, this off of this level, I wasn't looking to frame anything around there. There would be lows getting rejected here, there would be highs getting rejected here, but nope. I need to know where opportunity exists for me, where I need to look for, and what I need to look for. That level was previously low level, right? Off of here, this level. I wasn't looking around here, here. Okay, give me a second. कहाँ था मैं भाई? हैं? Yes, I need to know where opportunity exists for me. That level I told myself was previous level here, and if I would have got any opportunity, I would have shorted ES. Longs only I would have longed NQ, never ES until this would have been reached. Longs NQ, shorts NQ, shorts ES as well. That was my idea. But here, if you had bullish idea and you saw previous low and you saw kind of price reacting off of here, bullish MMBM, right? But then what would you want to see here? Manipulation and not price displacing through lows and rejecting highs. Then this SMT, then I would consider this, then I would consider this high being rejected, right? Then I thought, okay, I can add to my winner as well. So I switched time frames. 2 minute had much clearer series, so I used this instead, and then it was 10 a.m. open low, open high, displacing away and not reversing off of this previous low level, right? Then I'm just framing 10 a.m. open high low close, and then this is 10:15 open high kind of. And if you notice, this was again another high rejecting and displacing through a low, same thing, bearish order flow, opposing candle supporting price lower, bearish opposing candle, bearish order blocks, bullish opposing candle. So all signs of bearish price action to me, and I already had an idea of price displacing through this. So yes, I used this to add to my position and then just rode it to the objective. And here I was still, my objective wasn't met yet, so I would still want to see this low getting displaced through again, because until the objective is met, all lows should be displaced through and highs should be rejected. Relevant opposing candles should support price lower. Okay, so same idea. I'm still holding for it. So then 10:30 open high, again displacing through this low. I was asking myself, can I take another position? But I said, let it go. But yes, logically I could have added. This was kind of large range. Another high getting rejected and relevant low getting displaced through, not any random low, relevant lows. This, okay. Then align that with high time frame opening 10:30, a 30-minute candle opens there, open high into relevant pair, rejecting this. Then I trailed here and still waiting for this. I just left a runner to see that 500 tick mark, but yeah, logically this would have been the target, but left a runner around here for that 500 tick mark. 590 मेरी पोजीशन थी या 690 है ना, which is somewhere around here, around here. So yes, if you were to add another position, that was the reason I didn't add, not wasn't even 1.5 hour. So I was okay with one position added here, somewhere here, and one here. So this was my position then. Now you get failure to manipulate previous low, continuation through it. First position there, second there, displacing through lows, 10 am open high, displacing through lows, 10:30 open high, relevant opposing candles supporting price lower, relevant opposing candles supporting price lower. So yes, I held below here just for that 500 tick mark. I could have lost few of my profits here, but I would have aggressively got out around there if it would have rejected immediately off of here. But yes, too good framework was there. So I was just holding last micro. So yes, it could expand past this as well. So yes, just for that 500 tick mark, 560.50, somewhere here. Now do you guys have any doubts? Held till there. Yes, this, all my images were mainly 2 minute, because after I took entry on that 2 minute OP, I was mainly on the 2 minute chart. So yes, and that was my position for today. Just putting emphasis on the single high time frame idea, not shifting bias here and there. Just knowing where opportunity exists for you and then being aggressive only there, not here, not here, not here, here, only there. And you can see, once this got tagged, a rush in volatility. See how price was displacing here, and see once this got tagged, how price started displacing. You should know where opportunity exists for you. हाँ, ये मैंने भी सोचा था, पता है। और इसलिए मैं 9:30 अराउंड में शॉर्ट्स प्रेफर नहीं कर रहा था, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इक्वलाइज चाहिए, एक और इक्वलाइज बनाया था इसने चोर। एनक्यू ने इंस्टेंट मैनिपुलेट कर दिया था, पता है, यहीं कहीं इसी टाइम पे। ये अभी भी मार्क्ड है ना मेरा। ईएस ने पता नहीं क्या इस हाई के साथ या किसी हाई के साथ बनाया था इक्वलाइज। इसलिए तो मैं 9:30 से पहले पलियाँ ही कुछ नहीं करना चाहता था, ईएस पे एटलीस्ट। ये देखो दिस, so then I was just waiting for 9:30 to either take this, take this if I were to frame ES, but NQ gave me my framework prior to ES, so I framed NQ. Yes, this is being recorded. If you were to scale in, why would I, if my objective is met, why would I still hold if there's no reason, logically no reason for me to tell if I should go there, here, where? भाई कितना नीचे है वैसे ही वहाँ से है. And this level was based off of 4 hour and daily chart. Just using daily and then refining on the 4 or not just framing bias off of the 4 hour, but yes. Ask me what I would have preferred. I would have preferred a manipulation here to then long towards these, ideally, because I didn't like how these days formed here. But yeah, it could form in the ugliest possible way. It is what it is. And then I just used average daily range to tell me if it is ideal to frame shorts still there in the same day. It was around somewhere 260 points, and 260 250 comes inside average daily range, so yes, I was full confident framing till there. Now you people would ask about that average daily range. Just give me a second. Bro, fine है. uh, I can't tell. I can't tell simply because I don't trade just off of 1 minute chart. Mhm. And so yes, any of my position, take it, not just based off of 1 minute, not just based off of 3 5 minutes, daily and 4 hour framework mainly, and then just understanding of where the opposing swings should form and which opposing legs should I trust. Even if I had proper framework, I would still wouldn't trust this. In my opinion, YouTube, I would agree, not enough range. If you would zoom out, this would not be an enough range. I would instead desperately want this eye to get swept to then frame accordingly. We don't trade. Okay, scaling in. I would trade PM only if I am already in a position from AM. 1% case. Like I would trail. Rarely would add, but trailing is. I haven't about scaling in. Yes, I did scale in. Uh, you know, lot of using T-trade daily closer. People wanted to close it. Like you can't blame it on T-trades if you are not able to do it properly. I'm not targeting you, but pattern trading would fail without logic. Go and ask T-trades if he would have longed. Nope. Most probably no. even though there was a daily closure pattern on the daily, and I would prefer logic over patterns every single time. ओए चीटर, मैंने मार चलानी है, ये नहीं पढ़ा था मैंने, आपने सब but learning. Yes, yes, loss, same framework as today, I would say. That talk, kya chori chori chor. I used to think like this, but after studying your recording, I know better now. We can't use daily closure. Good, Josh, because this could be a retracement, respecting previous days EQ. But I don't wanna be that guy who has the reason for every single move and would always be telling you something why your idea failed, why this could not have been preferred. No. जीसी मैंने भी प्लान करा था यार, मेरे साथ चीटिंग हो गई, पता क्या? अगर मैं दिखाऊं, ये देखो आपका भाई ना। आज मैंने सोचा था इंडिसेस करूंगा इस हफ्ते, पता है, इस एक दो हफ्ते मैंने सोचा कि जाने दो, क्या कहते हैं, सिर्फ इंडिसेस, आप मेरे से बाकी एसेट्स खोलने नहीं जा रहे। तो मैंने कहा इंडिसेस पे मेन अकाउंट करते हैं, और गोल्ड, सीएल, सीएल तो बड़ी मुश्किल से डेली चार्ट के नीचे जाता हूँ मैं। गोल्ड अगर क्लीन लगा तो पेपर करूंगा एटलीस्ट अगस्त एंड ऑन तक, है ना? तो मैंने कहा मेरे को दूसरा विंडो, ऐसे मेरे को क्रोम खोलना पड़ता है यार, गोल्ड के लिए अलग अकाउंट है ना। मैंने कहा ओके, स्टिल अपने हिसाब से राइट करता हूँ, ठीक है। अब इसको अगर मैं यहाँ करूँ, यहाँ कहीं तक आई वॉज लुकिंग टू शॉर्ट गोल्ड, 10 a.m. open high, but not just off of this, like same framework, Monday reversal to then Tuesday continuation till here, right? High is being rejected. Okay, high is being rejected, so lows would be my draw, and you can see how the current daily candle formed. This was open high and then again high getting rejected. So yes, this was my idea, but but आगे भाई साथ स्कैम हो गया। यहाँ पे देखो ये 1018 है ना, यहाँ तक मैं देख रहा था, ठीक है। अब 1018 अराउंड ये क्लोजर ऐसा हो गया, मैंने कहा यार मैंने नहीं देखना। 1018 अराउंड आपका भाई पहुंच गया इधर, ये देखो इधर 1018 अराउंड, फिर ये क्लोजर 1022, फिर आपका भाई इधर फोकस हो गया। ओके इंग्लिश सॉरी, then I got focused here 1022 this and then this manipulation happens around 10:30, and I am too focused at NQ at that time, and so yes, I miss it. Else I would have taken this M5 if I can see. Nope, M3 better. This market order if I already have more than 2 hours objective. Yes, more than 2 hours. So this would have been the logical position, but yes, I did miss. No worries, was clean. अभी मैं ना उस हिम्मत में भी नहीं हूँ, पता है, जैसे सीएल भी मेरा मन ही नहीं करता इसको डेली के नीचे खोलूं भाई, बिल्कुल नहीं मन करता। और एक तो ये हिल गए हुआ है मेरा, पता नहीं वो होता है ना क्या, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट शिफ्ट, इन तीनों का अलग अलग होता है। इसका हिला मैंने देखा एक बार, मैंने कहा मैं ये भी नहीं चेंज कर रहा है। देखो ये रेंज है यहाँ कहीं था, और ये लो दिस वाज समवेयर अराउंड हियर, बट हिल गए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट शिफ्ट की वजह से। तो डेली के नीचे मैं खोलने की हिम्मत भी नहीं पड़ी। गोल्ड डेली के नीचे भी क्यों गया, क्योंकि एक आइडिया मेरे को यहाँ से दिख रहा था। वट आइडिया? having a protected swing here, daily opposing candle here, and if you take a look here just off of the daily chart, you could think of longing off of here, right? Then but if you look, have a look here, this is a protected swing. In respect to this protected swing, then you have double-sided bias, right? Then at that moment You can long, you can short. If long, then this would be my objective. If short, then this would be my objective. Just next daily profile would tell, right? Not just based off of the daily closure, but the way the daily candle closed on the lower time frame. This tells me short more than long. Yes, this would have told too long the next day, right? 100%. But the way it closed, I am already thinking to short next day, but I could still long if the next day's daily candle forms too good of a bullish daily profile. I could still think to long, and if it respects the previous day's EQ. But the way this is forming, see how much resistance, how much efforts it has to make to go higher. This is something like a direction move. This is it. Just उसको क्या बोलते हैं, इसको परेशानी फेस हो रही है, it is facing difficulty, and once it rejects this and respects that previous day's EQ, right, and starts displacing away from it, then I could think of it as like London or early New York reversal to then go lower, right? Double-sided bias, but you can still frame it by waiting more or demanding more info. That's why you just don't use daily closes. Daily closes are good, but you refine them with lower time frame. But you don't impose any idea of a lower time frame. You still use higher time frame just for the better framing, better refining. Then you frame refine off of the lower time frame. क्या बोल रहे हो भाई? Maybe in the future I have many things on my list to experiment. I'm just not getting enough time. But at the moment, I have never put my SL other than high or low. All my positions have my SL. I do have my SL on the high or low, which is my invalidation. क्या हुआ? M1 भी करते हो आप लोग गोल्ड? कभी कभी मैं भी करता हूँ, बहुत रेयर, बहुत ज़्यादा रेयर. SL always goes above high or low. विक से वो विक का 50% भी यूज़ कर लेते हैं लोग, ये गधे लोग. If ये क्या लिखा है भाई ने इसमें, 1:2 लिख रहे हो या 12 लिख रहे हो या 1:2 लिख रहे हो? और ये कौन सा ऑब्जेक्टिव है? अच्छा, लो ऑफ द डे. ओके, नाइस. द प्रीवियस डे आई डिड. यार ये सेशन में अलग नहीं कर सकता डाउट सेशन? तुम लोग पागल हो, रिकैप सेशन को इतना लंबा बना के. Okay, I would end this recording and we can have a doubt session if you people want. Yes. Okay.